Ahava blessings. Welcome to this video. I wanted to share a beautiful message from Mary Magdalene on this lunar eclipse in Taurus. And eclipses are very powerful, as we know, because an eclipse disrupts an energy. And when we have a lunar eclipse, the earth comes between the sun and the moon. And so the light that the moon receives on a full moon is diminished and we go into darkness, right? We go almost into that energy of a new moon, of something new wanting to emerge in our life. And as we're working with such powerful, powerful energies as Scorpio, the solar energy, and the lunar energy of Taurus, I think it's a really important moment just to stop and be in reflection. Our ancestors, whenever they experience any type of eclipse, would always try to stay at home and be more in prayer and in meditation and eat very healthy food, even sometimes fast, because eclipses are very, very strong energies. It's like the grid of the earth is being moved, activated for us to see something in particular. And so when we think of the energy of the solar energy, because the solar energy of Scorpio is as important as the lunar energy of Taurus right now in a lunar eclipse. So if we think of that disruption, Scorpio does represent so much power. It could be the power of light or the power of darkness, depending on what we want to awaken within ourselves, what we are working towards. And that which we are working towards can be manifested and experienced in our daily actions, in our daily decisions, right? And how we want to connect with our soul essence and the light, or just keep on being in situations where different programs are actually controlling us, right? Programs of separation, of fear, societal-based programs, family lineage programs, all of these different programs that actually we also create as we are growing up, so as to be able to have tools and react in a certain way to certain situations in our life, right? And so Scorpio is really about deep emotion, diving deep into the waters, but it also is about sexuality, about our power and how we use our power. And then if the earth is eclipsing the sun and the moon, well, there's a message there, because Taurus has to do with how we feel in our bodies, how safe we feel on earth, and has to do with our resources and our finances. And so there's a disruption here because something needs to be looked at, right? Something needs to be shaken. And when we think of the power that we have to birth in this earth, because we already really are in the new earth, we just have to unveil ourselves, right? If we think of the power that we have to bring in the goodness and to produce an alchemical change of the current situation of power, this all has to do with the decisions that we make every day. And so how can we take the power that we have? And remember, when we talk about the we and we look in our inner experience, we dive into the inner journey. It is also a collective experience, right? And so when we're looking at an eclipse and reflecting upon it, it's not just about how it's affecting us, it's how it's affecting the world. And so I asked you these questions. Do you feel safe on earth? Do you feel safe in your body? Do you feel safe by the current situation of governments and how the world is being run? Do you feel safe still as we are still experiencing patriarchy on earth? Do you feel safe? And then in your own inner reality, do you feel safe with how you treat yourself? Do you feel safe with your power? Do you know what you're doing with your power? And so on this powerful eclipse day, we can take time to reflect upon what needs to be disrupted in our life. What do we need to disrupt, dismantle, and create new ways of being, of reacting, and I say reacting in a positive way here, and of experiencing our goodness. And the message that I want to share is from the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. And she says, "The good came into existence through the victor of the light, which establishes the total realm and all within it." The good came into existence through the victor of the light. So the goodness comes through the victory of light, right? Through the victory of light over darkness. And we can take this on a personal level. Our light is always stronger than our darkness. And I'm not talking about, the light and the dark and how we need to go within and be in our darkness to cultivate the void. That's not the darkness I'm talking about. I'm talking about the shadow that wants to hurt us. Our light is always stronger. Yet we are given free will. We are given ahava, love and service, love and action. And it is our choice to take that light and allow the light to have victory over darkness. And so the goodness came into existence because there was victory of the light. And so when we allow this victory of the light in our lives, imagine how much goodness can come into existence in all of the different categories of our life. And just imagine how the victory of life on earth can change the current situation that is happening as well. And so she continues and says, the goodness came into existence through the victor of the light, which establishes the total realm and all within it. And so when this light is birthed through the victory of light, when the goodness is birthed, right, the harmony, the peace, the beauty is birthed through the victory of light, it fills up this whole realm and all that is within it. So the victory of the light with the goodness that is birthed fills up the realm, and everything and everyone within it is infused with the remembrance of the victory of light, of that light and of that goodness that we are. And so this is just a beautiful message, because I see this message so connected to the power of Scorpio to create just horrible light and destruction, or horrible darkness or destruction, or the power of Scorpio to bring in just such an amazing light. I can even see our sexual energy being channeled into something so powerful, our creative sexual energy. That's what we use to create and to bring in goodness into this world. And then understanding that I always feel that when the earth comes between the sun and the moon, she wants to give us a message as well. And she's saying to us, because it's connected to Taurus, right, which is the earth, a very earthy sign, I have cycles, I have magic, I have wisdom, I can feel, right? And so what are we doing with our power to elevate and to cycle with the earth? What are we doing with our power to destroy her and not honor her? Because she gives us the abundance, she gives us the prosperity. If we allow the victory of light to birth goodness, it will birth goodness in this realm. And the realm of the earth, it will birth goodness here on Gaia and within her. And so this is the reflection that I really wanted to share for this full moon and this lunar eclipse. And I'm just going to light this candle. And I'm also going to choose a card from the Desert Rose Oracle cards. And just chant with me the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. And this is the light, the victory of the light. Avun de Bashma aya Negdadashi Shishmaya Titem Alkuta Neu Esaviana Aikanata Hepashmatya Habla Mahadev Niyamana bashpuakalana haufai. Aikana tafenan. Eshfachna le'afyan. Ulatalan lemasyona. Elatashan ma'emrish. And as we receive the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic, and know that the victory of light is here, I'm just going to take out a card from the Desert Rose Oracle cards. Magdalene consciousness. Amazing. And so the Magdalene consciousness has a lot of teachings and transmissions, and the one I'm receiving today is creating a world of harmony, of balance, of unity, of love, of equality, and of peace, and understanding that things need to change, right? Things need to change. And so I'm wishing all of you a beautiful, beautiful reflection and dismantling and disruption on this lunar eclipse, and may we take the power that has been given to us to create goodness. Ahava.